Welcome to Brew Games Podcast. This is EP006, Live a Little on the Wild Side. Joe won't tell me why he named it like that, but I guess I'm going to find out.
Yep.
I am Adam Eliasson.
I'm Joe Evans. And the reason why we do this podcast is that we both enjoy beer and video games. And we want to try and discover new beers that we may not have tried before and have each other try them. And we have an extensive Steam list of games from various Steam sales of games we've never touched or maybe touched very, very little of. And so we're going to challenge each other to play those games finally.
All right, sounds good.
So with the beers for this episode, I've gotten you the Rogue Beard beer.
Fitting for Movember,
Yes.
even though I can't grow a beard.
And the interesting thing about this beer is they actually...
I'm just going to start pouring it in.
Yeah, go ahead and start pouring. First I'll tell you, it's got a rate beer rating of 69 and a beer advocate score of 81. It's 25 IBU, 5.6% alcohol by volume. It's American Wild Ale. That's the name of the episode.
Nice.
And the reason why it's called a wild ale is that the yeast is actually grown in one of the brewmaster's beards.
Lovely.
Yeah. So, beard beer is brewed with the yeast created from brewmaster John Mayer's beard. And they say, no need to freak out. Brewers have used wild yeasts in beer making for centuries. John, who joined Rogue in May of 1989, has had the same old growth beard since 1978 and for over 15,000 brews. So it's no great surprise that a natural yeast ideal for brewing was discovered in his beard.
Okay. I've never heard of anything like this before.
It's pretty crazy.
Or a wild brew.
Yeah. So description of the brewery. Rogue started its life in 1987 and opened its first brewery and pub in October of 1988. The first beers that were brewed were American Amber and Oregon Golden. And in early February of 1989, one of Rogue's founders wandered to Newport to find a place for a new brew pub. In that travel, they ran into this woman named Mohava Nyami, or just known as Mo. And she owned a restaurant building that had a lot of empty space in it. So over a bowl of clam chowder, they discussed how she was looking to have a pub, basically, in her building. And this guy from Rogue was looking for a new place to start up their second brew pub. So they decided to join together, and she would allow them to set up shop in her building for a very, very cheap price.
This sounds familiar.
But there's two stipulations to her allowing them to move in. And the first one was feed the fishermen, which was Mo's way of saying give back to the community.
And can I guess the second one?
Sure.
There's a picture of her naked at the bar. We've totally had a Rogue beer on here before.
Have we? I don't know. Did you?
We were talking about this before we started recording. I thought we had a Rogue beer.
I don't think so. But yeah, the second one was that they must always display a memorable picture of Mo. And in the YouTube version, we'll have that picture available for you to see. But it's basically her in her bathtub.
Well, now you have to go to the YouTube version if you're listening to the audio version.
Or you can go to the Rogue website as well. They have it there, probably displayed as well. So, yeah, definitely check out the YouTube version if you're not already.
Yeah.
And enjoy that visual.
It's probably better than looking at us anyways.
Yeah. So how is the beard?
It's tough to get over the fact that the thought. Yeah. It's, as for smell, it doesn't smell like anything really. Like, it smells like beer, I guess.
Okay.
I don't notice. Color it's pretty golden, like pretty bright golden.
Yeah.
Taste, it doesn't taste like a beard. I can tell you that. Hard to place.
Yeah.
It's definitely lighter.
So does it have kind of like a lager type taste to it, or
Kind
it has
of.
25 IBU, so very low in the hop.
Yeah, it's not very
department.
hoppy.
So you're working mostly with barley, water, and the yeast.
It's unique.
Unique.
How's that? I don't think I've had a beer taste like it before.
Okay.
But you've had it before, though, right?
I've not had it yet.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
we'll have to try some later.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. I'd recommend trying it if you can get over the beard yeast. But it's very hard to describe. It's not like a beer I've had before that I can recall.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
All right. The beer I've chosen for you is the Harviestoun. Ola Dubh is how I guess you pronounce it. So let me bring up my
some notes on
notes
that.
here. It's not from BC. Like first time in ever or a long time, yeah. It's from Scotland, obviously. That's why I'm having trouble pronouncing it. So Ola Dubh is Gaelic for black oil. And this brewery has another beer called Black Engine Oil, which is what they start with to make this beer. And then they age it for 6 months in Scotch casks from Highland Park, 18-year single malt, kind of like Innocent Gun does. But I like Highland Park Scotch. I really like it, actually. And so I assume this should be good. I think it should be good. I think you'll like it because I think you like Scotch too.
Oh, I love Scotch.
And each bottle's numbered. You can, I guess, trace the cask it was in, which is pretty interesting.
I'll take a look at that.
They have a 12-year, a 16-year, and an 18-year. And this is the 18-year. They went all out.
Okay.
It's got an IBU of 40 and a rating of 94 on Beer Advocate, which is one of the higher numbers I've seen. So it should be pretty good. 8%.
Oh, look at that. That's why they call it old engine oil. Look at that color.
That is black.
Yeah. It looks good, though. I love a black beer.
Yeah. It like absorbs all the light around it. It's not like black like a Guinness. It's black like a black hole.
Yeah, you can't even see right through that. It's nothing. Crazy.
It's 8%. Unless you get it in a keg, then it's 10.5% somehow. But
okay.
So yeah, it's a small, regular sized bottle, I guess, but small for all the bottles we have on this show because we get big ones
we usually
like this
get the pint size ones. This is more your 355 ml.
But at double the percent, that's not bad. And it was $8.29 at Co-op.
Did you talk about the second part there? How it started?
Oh yeah, the history of the brewery. I should probably talk about that. The brewery, Harviestoun, started in 1988 on what used to be a farm. Their mash tun was previously used to make jam, and their boiler was used for drying wool. Dyeing wool. And so they started out quite small. Mm-hmm. I sincerely hope they've upgraded their equipment since then. But it's not owned by Highland Park. It's just they struck a deal to use their casks.
Okay.
I guess. So it's not a Highland Park beer.
Right.
What do you think? I haven't had it, so I don't know.
With the IBU being 40, I'd expect more of a hop to it, but not really any hops to it. Very malty, very rich. It's got that good Scotch cask character to it, like an Innocent Gun.
Yeah.
Basically, this would be a black version of an Innocent Gun, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it heavy or? Like when I have an Innocent Gun, I only want one, really. It's fantastic, but after I'm done, I don't want a second. I want something lighter.
Yeah, I'd say it's about the same weight, maybe a little bit heavier than Innocent Gun.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't think you'd want to sit there and drink 6 of these.
No.
Especially at the 8% ABV.
And the price of $8.29.
A bottle, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. But it is very good. I would definitely recommend it. If you're a fan of Guinness and you like black beers like that, maybe not. It's a different style from Guinness, I think.
Okay. That's a good call.
But if you are a big fan of Innocent Gun,
Like myself.
and you want to try maybe a blacker version, then definitely give this one a try.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of Scotch Innocent Gun uses? The casks they use? Just off the top of your head, I don't either. But...
I'm not sure. Okay, so that'll do it for the beers.
Yeah.
So we'll go into the games.
Sure. Who's going first?
We'll have you talk about your game first.
Sure. I was challenged by Joe last episode, to play The Walking Dead, which is, I do watch the show as well. Start off with that.
Hopefully we all do. If you're not watching the show, then I don't know what you're doing with your life.
I won't spoil anything in the show, though. But I will say this season has rekindled my interest.
Yes,
For
definitely.
the past while, I've been just watching because I've watched all the other episodes. I've put so much time into it. I may as well see it through to the end.
Mm-hmm.
This season has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Best one by far, I think.
Even last season was really good. It started off kind of
yeah,
but then really captured me again.
Yeah.
I think it was season 3. I was just like,
at the farm, right?
after the farm, I was with the governor.
Yeah.
That whole season, I was just like, put my hands up. I'm like, I'm done. I walked away. And then in the last few weeks here, I've gone back and watched all the way through season 4. And now season 5 is out. So keeping up with that.
Right on. We'll get to the farm later, actually. But before that, this game was definitely not what I was expecting.
Okay.
I was thinking it was action RPG, kind of.
Okay.
Or adventure RPG. Where, like, the focus would be the storyline and your character and the choices you make and how it affects the story. But there'd also be, like, your stats, or you'd have weapons to upgrade or something like that to kill the zombies.
Yeah.
No, not at all. You haven't played it, right?
No, but like I said last episode, I played their other game, Wolf Among Us, and you only get what the game decides to give you. So I imagine that's kind of what they did with this game.
Yes, you can almost do the whole game with just your mouse. It's point and click, everything. If there's an item, you walk over to it and you click it. Or if there's a decision, or like you have to make a choice between two things, that's the only really time you have to be quick.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's very slow. Or like it's like almost like a detective. Not that you're trying to solve anything, but you're walking around, picking up items, collecting items, doing things like that. There's no stats to upgrade or really weapons per se.
It's kind of like the old LucasArts quick adventures, like
the Indiana Jones game.
Yeah, or Full Throttle, or Monkey Island. Like,
didn't play any of those. I played the old school Indiana Jones game on PC, like from, it's got to be like 80s, like really old school, where you like use item
and see if you have Monkey Island. And if you don't have Monkey Island, then I think it's gonna be one of your future games.
Okay.
It's like a staple of gaming history.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. But so yeah, it's not what I was expecting at all, which is fine. Another thing I wasn't expecting was the art style. It's very it's like half cell shaded, half like the graphic novel style of art. I don't know if you read the graphic novel. I haven't.
I haven't. I've seen them, but I haven't read them. But yeah, I believe that's what they were trying to go for, is more like the comic book series.
Yeah. And the characters are much like that too. You meet some of the characters from the show, but they're clearly more part of the, like, taken from the graphic novel than the show itself.
Okay.
Like, you meet one character, I didn't recognize him until it kind of threw it in your face.
Okay.
Yeah. But just because it wasn't what I was expecting doesn't mean it wasn't fun. It's you don't follow the people from the show. You're your own character. You meet people from the show, and you go to some places from the show. Like, you do go to the farm.
Yeah.
And that's not really a spoiler, because you go there almost first thing in the game. It's still like your introduction to the game.
Right.
But yeah, you're your own character, and you have decisions that affect the storyline. Like, you could be talking, and all of a sudden zombies grab zombies attack and grab two of your friends, and you have to pick who you want to save.
So you can't save both of them. You have one or the other.
Sometimes you choose who to help, and if you pick right, you may be able to save both. Other times you can only save one.
Okay.
And it's not like Mass Effect where you pick between Ashley and Caden once. You have Ashley and Caden.
Yeah.
Everyone ditches Ashley because she was annoying. But it's not like you do that once and then it doesn't happen again. These decisions are happening all the time, and you have very limited time to decide. Or maybe they both die? I haven't tried that, to be honest. But the reason I bring that up is because when you're picking responses, you can choose your responses when, like how much information you want to give to a person about your history or what your goals are or all that. But not responding is also, within the time limit, is also an option.
Yeah.
So you have to decide whether you trust this person, whether you don't trust them and you want to just kind of get away, or whether you want to not say anything and go from there.
Yeah. With the Telltale Games, when I was playing Wolf Among Us, I would get distracted for half a second and I'd look away, and then I wouldn't realize that there's a timer going down, and like I'm hearing the dialogue but I'm just not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
And then by the time I realize, okay, there's a pause, they ask me something, I look back, before I have a chance to look at the three answers, like my time runs out, and I just I just stare at them in the game, and then they're like understanding that I don't know how to respond to their question, or they're really pissed off.
Yeah. So I had that happen to me when because the timer does go down quick. Yeah. Quicker than when you're picking between who you want to save, even. I was writing down some notes that I want to talk about on this show. I'm like, oh, I like this. Look up, and then my timer ran out and my character didn't say anything. Yeah. But that's okay. One thing I don't like about your character itself is that you trip over everything. You've got the clumsiest character that you play. He trips over his own feet. He trips over bodies. He trips over blood. He trips over nothing. He's the clumsiest character.
Yeah, and he can't really help that. That's part of his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
Most of it's in cutscenes, so it's not like it actually affects you that much, but there's only so much you can watch someone trip. It's like there's only so much you can watch Max Payne drink scotch.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. What else did I plan to talk about? I don't remember now. Your storyline is quite affected by the decisions that you pick. Whether if you want to tell someone that, oh, I just found this person, or oh yeah, we're friends, known each other for a while. Like those decisions, just those even things that seem small, affect you later on in the game by quite a large margin.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to the end yet. I will go back to it. I would recommend playing it. Storyline is a lot of fun. Very well told.
Will you find yourself going to season 2 and playing through that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Depending how episode 1 ends. Yes, I haven't gotten to the end of that yet, but I think I will. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So about wrap it up for yours? I
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was tasked with playing Max Payne 3, which you said you hated that game.
I did.
And I actually loved the game. I found it to be very fun.
Really?
Yeah. It was very fun, very cool. I love the visual aesthetics of the game. I love the way it handled. The way it flowed, I thought was pretty cool as well.
It was a smooth game, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Or even just the story, the way it flowed. I can see a lot of people getting annoyed with... Everything kind of seems to happen as a flashback of what you went through.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like in this apartment and getting drunk, as Max Payne does. And you'll pass out or you'll start thinking about something and you're thinking about the past, and that's when it jumps into the gameplay where you're carrying out these missions.
Yeah.
And so the opening mission, I believe, is you are a hired bodyguard for this rich family in Sao Paulo. And no one's expecting anything to really happen, but you're there anyways. And so, of course, Max Payne starts drinking at the bar. As soon as he starts drinking, all of a sudden these people start attacking.
Yeah.
And you're doing this chase through this, I guess it would be a condo building. And they're on the penthouse floor.
Yeah.
And, just having to run around and try and kill these people and get these people that got kidnapped back.
Yeah.
So I thought the gameplay was a lot of fun. It brought me back to Max Payne 1 gameplay with the bullet time and everything. I like the idea that they did some tweaks with the bullet time, where like with a single bullet you could like kind of manipulate the bullet a little bit. I didn't find myself using it too often because
No, I didn't either.
I mean, most of the action sequences are so like action-packed, high-paced that
Yeah.
you're not really going to sit there playing with a bullet.
One bullet. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just do what you gotta do, and I actually found myself predicting where people would be coming into a new room. It's almost kind of like Doom 3, where like you knew like something around that corner.
Yeah.
Had that kind of a feeling, but it didn't bother me. I just made me feel like more of a badass. It's like, I know as soon as I come through this door, there's gonna be a guy on the left. So like, I'll pre-aim, and like as I'm like just clipping the corner, I'll shoot and get the guy in the face.
Nice.
And
that would feel good.
Yeah. It's like I just know he's there. I was like click, like double click. I was doing mostly double clicks all throughout the game with my pistol, just double tapping everything, and it just felt so good. But I'm a sucker for a game that allows me to be very powerful with a pistol.
Yeah.
Like with Saints Row the Third, you can max out your pistol right away, and then you just feel like you're unstoppable with that thing.
Yeah.
So definitely felt that way with Max Payne.
Dead Rising is a good game for that too.
Yeah.
Dead to Rights, sorry. Dead to Rights.
Yeah. So, yeah. Had a lot of fun with Max Payne.
I'm surprised.
Didn't finish it yet, but I'm going to be going back into it. And probably will finish this before I finish the other games I said I would complete, but I haven't done yet.
Have you done World of Goo yet?
No. I haven't gone back to any of the games yet.
Okay.
I think this will be the first game I actually do go back to, though.
Interesting. Maybe I should pick games I don't like to give Joe.
Maybe.
The game I picked this week is a game I really enjoyed, though. So. I realize now that you've kind of told some of the story, I should have told a little more about The Walking Dead, the character you play, and all that, but it's okay.
That's okay. It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to let people figure it out for themselves. Or one thing I did want to mention about Max Payne 3 is while playing it, it felt a lot like Watch Dogs.
Okay. So I haven't played Watch Dogs.
I think Watch Dogs must have liked Max Payne 3, the developers behind Watch Dogs, because the aesthetics, the way the story is told, the way it jumps in between your action going into a scripted cutscene, that's all in-game, which, as you guys, if you've watched the previous episodes, know, I hated in Deus Ex. And I hated was another game. I think I had it as well. But Deus Ex especially.
That's the one that
it did the pre-rendered like video files that would cut into my gameplay. I'm just like, why? With Max Payne 3, it's all in-game. It's all beautiful. I love it. So just the way it all played out, the way it felt, moving the character around, everything felt a lot like Watch Dogs for some reason. So I think Watch Dogs, they took a lot of hints from Max Payne 3.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's something you would like from The Walking Dead, though. All the cutscenes are in-game.
Yeah.
And look exactly like the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, not much else I want to say about Max Payne 3. I loved it. He hated it. So
I wouldn't say I hated it.
If you have it, play it. If you don't have it, if it's on sale, get it. Yeah.
If it's on sale, it's polished enough that it's worth getting. To me, it was a fine shooter. Like I said last time, it didn't feel like Max Payne to me, which is why I'm surprised he said it brought you back to Max Payne.
It felt like Max Payne to me. But maybe as further I get in, maybe he's going to jump the shark. And then I'm going to start hating it, but I don't think I will.
I felt that the whole game, so if you haven't felt it by now, I don't think you will. But
okay, fair enough.
All right.
So that concludes the games.
It does.
You want to talk about some products we have available? Do you feel comfortable?
Like the t-shirts?
Yeah, the t-shirts.
We have t-shirts.
Yes,
like we said last episode, I just ordered 2. The website actually has 20% off for the month of November. So now's the time to get one.
There you go.
I ordered 2.
Get yourself a shirt. It's brewgames.spreadshirt.ca. We'll have a link on the video in the description, all that good stuff.
They're a nice quality. If you watch the episode before this one, episode 5, I guess it is, Joe was wearing one.
I was wearing one. It's a good shirt. I like it.
They look quite nice. That's all we have for products now, I think, for things to hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we have for products right now. We don't have any friends doing Movember, do we? I know people asked me to do Movember, and I was like, no.
You just didn't want to shave. It's not that you didn't want to go it out, you just didn't want to shave.
Yeah. I've done it a couple times already and raised a lot of money for that, and I just don't feel right doing it every single year. I don't want to milk all my friends and family every year, because then it's like, oh, here comes November, Joe's going to come around asking for money again. It's like, I don't want people to feel that way, so I like to once in a while do it, and then people feel a little bit better about that, I think.
Yeah.
At least I do.
That's a good call. I would, but if you took a picture of me now and then a picture of me in a month without shaving, I would look exactly the same. My hair might be twice as long, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
For mailbag, we, again, nobody wants to pick up a copy of Forced, apparently. Or just say hello. But that's okay. We can say hello to you. And we're okay with that. If you're watching and you're enjoying it, that's all that matters.
That's right.
So if you want to reach us on Twitter, I'm at Jay Evans.
I'm at Alpha Drake.
And the podcast is at Brews and Games. Our website is brewgames.org. Our email address is brewsandgames@gmail.com.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that'll about do it for this episode.
Well, we got to challenge each other to the games.
Oh, yes. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
We're jumping ahead.
Wait.
So let's challenge each other to the new games.
Yeah.
So we'll go with your challenge first to me.
Sure. Joe doesn't know what it is yet. I haven't written it down in our Google Docs here. But so last episode I said I had you pick whether you liked World of Goo or not.
Yeah.
If you liked it, I'd give you a game I did not enjoy, which was Max Payne.
Yeah.
If you liked World of Goo. And the other game, which I did enjoy, was the new Tomb Raider game.
Oh, I'm actually excited that you picked that one.
This game is a lot of fun. If you can find it even full price, I bought it full price.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. It's a really good game. It's just everything they do. It's everything screams Tomb Raider. It's the visuals are fantastic. She doesn't look like the normal blocky Lara Croft. She looks more like
She doesn't have the Madonna boobs anymore?
No. But it's as you progress, she gets like grittier and grittier, as you would expect a normal person to do, going through what she goes through. And one thing that really sticks out is the death scenes.
Okay.
If you die, it's not just the screen goes dark and you start over. It's if you run into a plane's propeller, it shows the plane taking your head off. If you get attacked by a shark or something, it shows the shark taking bites of you and everything. It's like very well animated and like in depth.
Yeah.
So I found myself dying a few times on purpose to see the animation on this method of dying. Yeah. Like what it would look like. It's really funny and really well done. But it's a very smooth, polished game. The RPG elements are fantastic. The shooter elements are fantastic, and the puzzles are fantastic. It's like 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah. It's a great game. Awesome. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. And my game, I'm actually taking a break because our camera's about to turn off.
We remembered this time.
So we'll do a quick little turn off, turn on.
I didn't hear it turn off, though.
It was just finishing up. It doesn't turn off right away because it'll have to wait a while and go into like sleep saver mode.
Oh, okay.
So, the game that I'm going to challenge you to, last episode you challenged me to a Rockstar game. So I decided to reply to that challenge with a Rockstar game.
Nice.
So the game I've chosen for you is Bully.
Nice.
Now, this is a game that I've owned for a long time on the Xbox 360, but never touched.
Jeez, it wasn't it on the original Xbox as well?
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
Maybe.
I am.
It was in the early days of
99%
360, so
sure.
it might have. It's an old game now, but
It is an older game. I'm pretty sure I saw my friend play it on the original Xbox, but I have not played it.
possibility. But I noticed you had it on Steam. I think I have it on Steam as well. So I figure let's get this thing in the bag. It's been around for a while. Neither of us have played it, so I want to see this game. I want to see what it's all about.
I'm excited to try it.
So I know nothing about it other than you're a kid in school.
Yeah.
But beyond that, we'll have to wait till the next episode to find out.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot more about it. I saw 5 minutes of it being played, kind of running around the playground. Yeah, I look forward to it, and it should be
I
fun.
heard it's very vulgar, if anything.
For a Rockstar game? No.
I know, that's crazy, right? But yeah, it should be fun, I think.
Yeah.
I have, in the past, I recall one or two people talking to me about it, saying that it actually was a pretty fun game. So,
Nice.
hopefully you won't hate it like you hated Max Payne.
I think I'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Awesome. So, that really will
This
really
wraps it up, yeah.
up. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys again on episode 7.
Sounds good. See you guys then.
Cheers.
Cheers. Man, we're doing everything right. Still have enough beer left. We got the camera on time. We're getting this down.
Getting there. Starting
See
to
you
get
guys.
semi-professional. We can overlay it with the GoPro footage.
Yeah.
Or just cut it.
I like the GoPro idea. As long as this might be in the way.
It's aimed up. It's in the way a little bit, but it's mostly hitting our faces.
Sweet.
Should be all good.
Wanna try some beard beer?
Sure. Do you mind if I drink from your glass, or?
Sure.
If that's okay?
Yeah.
I don't think I have AIDS. Okay, I can see what you mean now.
You're still recording on the GoPro, right?
Yeah.
We're going to append this after? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah, I think the taste is the yeast that's coming through. A little bit of a sour taste, which would be the yeast.
I was thinking citrus, but I didn't know if there's any citrus in it.
It's supposed to be.
Okay.
Just water, hops, barley, and
Beer
yeast.
yeast. That's what it
Four
says on the
ingredients.
bottle. Yeah. No citrus.
As he was spritzing his beard with lemon zest or something.
Maybe.
Had one of those lemon juice containers. Never know, it might help the growth.
Maybe.
You want to try the
Ola Dubh.
Ola Dubh?
I do.
Should look and see if they're from the same batch. It must be. This is bottle 1939 and 1937.
Probably.
The bottle in between them. They've been separated.
That's a shame. You can get
Feels like opening a Ferrero share. I love the way it pours.
It is nice.
It totally looks like oil just coming out.
Yeah. Not a lot of carbonation in it, eh?
No,
Very little.
Yeah.
And even if there were bubbles, it's so black you can't even...
you wouldn't be able to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smells like molasses.
Smells like what?
Molasses.
Hmm.
It tastes like a dark, innocent gun. You're right.
Yeah.
That was a spot-on description.